Definitely, man. Shout out to Steph, man, Stephon Marbury, New York City icon. So I mean you guys lived in the same environment, you know what I'm saying? Did you guys I'm saying like, come outside together, shoot a you know what I'm saying, catch each other on the court? Was there kind of a rivalry? Did you guys work out together at all? Like how did that go?
So it's funny when I first got into basketball, I heard Stephon name around our neighborhood. Since we were 8 years old. I was hearing about him just because he had a bunch of brothers who were really good, and they were talking about one of the youngest ones that was going to be a phenom. So I heard his name. We didn't live in the same like on the same block. He lived on 33rd, and I lived on 23rd. So at that age, we didn't get a chance to
Right,
connect.
right.
And I first bumped into Stephon, or at least from what I remember, the first time I seen Stephon physically, we was at this park called 288. It's a school right in the middle of his block and my block, and we were playing on these small rims, and I was just out there playing, just having fun. And prior to that, I tried out for a team in Brooklyn, USA, and Brooklyn USA was, obviously had a bunch of good players come through that program with Tippy and Ziggy. They did a great job with that program, and I was bragging to people in my neighborhood that I made the team and I was going to be playing with Brooklyn USA because I thought it was a big deal. And Stephon said he was going to be playing with them as well. So it was funny that 2 days later, him and I went to a practice that week, and then we wound up playing a game. So we played together as a young kids on the same, I guess you can call it, AAU team for about 2 years before he went on and left and went to the Gauchos, and I went my way to Riverside Church and stuff like that. But we didn't play much as kids in the neighborhood. Like he was always so much better than all of us. So he played with the older guys. But when we got to high school, he played at Lincoln, I played at Grady, and during that time they were both powerhouses, and we were rivalries. So we got a chance to play against each other during that time. And obviously, me and Steph hung out a ton when we were kids.